I would love to get the whole Instagram baddie glow up just to see what it's like, you know, to have the hair did, nails done, everything. Okay, let me just go. What's up, everyone? It's your favorite blind chick back on your screen with a new vlog. Today we're going to the gym because it's finally open. Or not. Uh-oh. So it nearly gave me a heart attack, and neighbor's like, just try the door to be sure. And it opened up. Very orange. Yeah, it is a Spanish vibe. I wish I knew how to dance salsa, bachata. Yeah, let's learn.
I made this whole universe is for you to mature. You mean mankind? You want us to mature? No, just you. I made this whole universe for you. With each life, you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect. Just me, what about everyone else?
Breakfast. That workout was so good. I missed the gym so much. And if you look at my stats, you know, not as bad as I thought it'd be. I wore those jeans for what, 5 minutes? And I was just, no, not having it. Anything that stretches is meant for me. But anyway, there's a few things I'm gonna miss when the world fully opens, but there's a lot. I could make a whole list of things that I never wanna see again or hear again. The term social distancing needs to go. Flatten the curve, sick of it. What about all those announcements on the intercom in the supermarkets sounding like Hunger Games? Over that too. PCR test is $140 plus tax. Here, what's changed? New week, same chick. I'm always cleaning stuff. Can you see it? Not my best work. Add some parm, especially since I didn't put shrimp. I heard, you can let me know if I'm wrong, but I heard from one of my Italian friends that it's a faux pas to add Parmesan on top of seafood pastas. So since I didn't put shrimp in this, really good.
Rosedale Station. Doors will open on the right.
Ask me what time it is. Just ask. You would not believe the afternoon I have. First things first, it's minutes to 9. And my phone just turned back on now, which is why I haven't seen you guys in a minute. Secondly, how did I go in the Apple store looking to get my phone hopefully replaced because it's been acting up since day one? Instead, he decides to do a software update. I could do that at home. The only problem was the laptops they want to connect to do their type of software updates weren't updated. He literally flipped out 10 different laptops and none of them had the update. So I had to wait for the laptop to update before it updated my phone. But he was so nice about it. So I'm in there and of course I gave him my phone and you can see like the text is billboard size. He doesn't even ask why, but he asked me to sign into something and I said I couldn't see because it wasn't zoomed anymore. He's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, is this nearsighted, farsighted? What is it? I'm like, neither. I have an eye disease. Oh, tell me, what is it called? I'm like, it's Stargardt's. I didn't know it existed until I had it. He's like, oh, okay. And then he kind of like sussed the situation out and then he alluded to, you know, some God-fearing stuff. I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I do believe God can do miracles. And he's like, do you believe it though? And I was like, here we go. You know how this is gonna go. You already know how this is gonna go. But it was actually such a good experience. And I really liked his vibe. And he's like, I can't tell you, like, I can't really say much because I'm working and you're not supposed to do that during work. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, if you're cool with it, tell me. So we had a really good heart-to-heart conversation. He's like, don't worry, God's got you. He's gonna heal you. Just gotta believe. And he gave me all these tips and pointers. I might not have gotten a new phone, but I got a new friend. So I would say shout out to him, but just in case, like, I don't know how strict they are at that store because I worked at some stores where They have like some super strict policies, time fraud this, can't say that, can't stand in the same. Like, for some reason, retail is kind of reckless with their regulations and rules for no reason. So I don't really want to put his name out there, but he, customer service A1.
Let's see how this works. It's been a minute.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope that your day is going well so far, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I cannot believe it's Tuesday already. Where did Sunday and Monday go? Tomorrow's my friend's birthday and it's insane to me. Ooh, do I really need that much protein? Tried to use the bike, but it didn't work today. So instead, I just stuck to my usual. David gave this to me on Sunday and I haven't eaten it yet. What the hell, man? When I left home, it was super sunny and the weather said it wasn't gonna rain until 9, but methinks otherwise. You ready for your... Hey, Effie, hey! Just getting our food photography on. Oh, wow. The weather really turned around. It's so nice now.
Always good conversations. I'm so happy I got to see her. It's the first time I actually saw her this year.
It's that time of week again. Oh, did I get 2 types of... Oh, kale and lettuce. Look at me on my green tip. Hey. Is in 45 minutes. I should have given myself more time, but it's all good. I'm gonna make it as long as I leave right now. I'm gonna do an extended version of my hair appointment in another vlog where I glow up. So if you feel like there's not enough, don't worry, another video is coming soon. I also want to get a manicure with tips and everything. I've never done that in my whole life. The most I've ever done is shellac on my natural nails, and I've only done that 4 times. So I would love to get the whole Instagram baddie glow up just to see what it's like, you know, to have the hair did, nails done, everything. Okay, let me just go. Let's just go.
Here goes me trying to be productive, cleaning out my phone while I'm on the streetcar. Do I not miss the stop I'm supposed to get off at? It's okay. It gives me a little time to stroll through.
Nope.
Oh yeah, because you have to test
I don't remember
like
those.
Google, like yeah.
Damage. Oh my gosh. This is the biggest cut I've had in my life.
I'm in shock. She cut off literally all of the damage. Usually it'd be a little bit and you kind of work your way up, but she's just like, no, big chop, it's gotta go. And I said, you know what? I fought with my hair all these months, you know, in every single vlog I complained about it, so this is a solution, right? Count this as a fresh start. At least we didn't shave. Imagine if I went bald, my head is too big for that. But this is a lot for me to get used to because my hair has never been this short before. I know for a lot of people, they'd be like, yeah, your hair is still long. But mind you, when I did the length check with you guys, it was like here, no? And also, the last time I straightened it, it was past my boob, and now it's here. So that's like a good 4 inches. I've never cut my hair more than an inch ever in my entire life. So 4, Well then. Let me be positive about the day, but I barely got sleep last night. If I'm lucky, I had 15 minutes worth of sleep. When I did fall asleep, I had a dream that I was being chased with scissors. And then when my hair got wet, I turned into a poodle. If that isn't my subconscious saying that I'm not comfortable with my haircut, I don't know what it is, but I don't know why I'm tripping. There's bigger things going on in the planet, like a pandemic. And I have bigger problems in my own little bubble, like I'm legally blind. My hair will grow back in time. I mean, it did take me 1.5 years to grow an inch. This took 5 minutes to put on. Usually it takes 30 seconds, but because the hair is so short, I kept trying to wrap it around. If you've never had to put your hair up in one of these, consider yourself lucky. P.S. Skims, why are you pilling so much? I've only worn this for a week. These things are way too expensive to be pilling like this. Let's see how this bike works. I'm gonna really miss doing my morning swims, but can't. See what's going on here. OG bike it is. At least this one works. So hungry. Let me tie up my hair because I don't like it. I'm gonna make waffles, not from scratch though. I'm gonna be done editing that video. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm so sorry. The last of the salty waffles. Kale again. No, I don't.
Someone tell me what the hell is going on. I've been walking for 2 minutes because I have 10 minutes to kill before I have to go back to pick up my passport photos. And 3 guys try to holler at me. One was like, hey, Shadi. I ain't nobody Shadi. The other one's like, oh, hello. Do I know you? I'm just gonna go to Farm Boy real quick and get some salmon so I can have that for dinner tonight. So many wines to choose from. Choose a rosé this time. Or Argentina. Hey, I'm not sure. Should I get this one or this one? Now it's down to how the labels look. Well, this one is drier. Passport was a fail because the picture wasn't good. At least I'm going to run 2 more errands now before I go home.
Meal prep yesterday because it's way too late to cook dinner and I'm over it. I want this day to be over. Sleep, reset. Hopefully tomorrow is better. If you want the short story time of what happened today, here goes. I took my passport photo this morning. I put my hair in the back because you know I'm not happy with the length, and it looked okay actually because you can't tell from the back, right? A little thin. I wish I had a little more body, but hey, whatever. The girl that took the photo looked at it for a second. I wouldn't have called it hesitation, but you know why I'm saying this by the end of this story. So do I not go to Service Ontario? I get there half an hour early. You know, I don't play with the government because for all I know, if I arrived 1 minute late, they might say your appointment's canceled. So I got there half an hour early. The first person to check me in and ask me all those COVID questions, she said, come back 15 minutes before your appointment and then we'll take you to the front desk. So I do that. But by the time I get to the front desk this time around and I tell them I'm looking for an updated passport, we don't do that here. You need to go to Service Canada, which is all the way down the street. I heard 559 College Street. I said, wait, Yonge Street is a 0 for everything or 1. Whether you go east or west, doesn't matter. The point of the story is I had 7 minutes to get 22 minutes away. Clearly that didn't happen. And you saw the long line I was in. But luckily for me, since I had an appointment, that was the walk-in line. And when I first asked the girl, is this Service Canada? Because I didn't even know it was the right building. When I was at Service Ontario, I asked the girl what the building looked like so I could kind of have an idea what I was looking out for. She said a lot of windows. I thought, oh, gee, thanks. But it actually was clutch because it made it so much easier to find that building. So I'm standing in line for a good 5-10 minutes. Then I'm like, wait, why are those people cutting the line? I could kind of see some people walking, but I wasn't really sure if they were coming or going. So I went to the front and I just asked the guy, hey, is this a line for the appointments or nah? He said, no, the line is over here. And there was only 1 person in that line compared to the 30 in the other line I was in. So I stand there for 2.5 seconds before he actually cuts me in front of the person in front of me since my appointment was earlier. Then I get up, I make some small talk with the guy on the 2nd floor who tells us to take a step in or whatever. There's people everywhere in the city telling you to stand, step, stay here. is that how it is where you live? Because it's so strict here still. So anyways, I get into the passport office. The first person to officially check my passport and all the stuff says, ooh. I said, ooh, what? He says, oh, your photo, but it should be okay. In my head, I'm like, I zoomed in, the photo looked okay. I can't just tell off rip because I'm not a passport officer. And anyway, I can't see pictures good to know what's not good, what's good. So I get to the second passport officer who's actually processing my stuff, and he's so sweet. We kiki, we talk about going to the beach and going to Montreal and all this stuff. He's a sweetheart. I hope I meet him in real life again one day. But anyway, as I digress, he comes back, says, I have some bad news. I said, uh-oh, because he was helping me fill out the form. The reason why I had this whole appointment is because being visually impaired, I have a hard ass time filling out forms. He helped me fill out like 7 different spots. So imagine if I mailed that in, I would have been screwed because they would have sent it back and I'd be too late for my trip. So anyway, you see how many sidetracks are in this story? He helps me fill in this and that, and he's so patient with it. And then he comes back and says, I have bad news. I'm thinking it's something I misfilled in, light work, we can fix it. No, turns out the passport photo had too much glare on the forehead. I mean, 5-head, I mean billboard. So we have to redo it again. Problem is, I took the photo by me, whereas where I was at was 45 minutes away. And should I say that I got the last appointment of the day, so it wasn't like I could go and come back and take a picture somewhere real quick. Like that was that on that. The problem with all of this is, this was the last possible day for my passport to be processed within 25 days in order for a fall trip that I want to go on to see my family. So there goes that out the window. Thank God I didn't buy a plane ticket, because then I would be really messed up. I'm so pissed you don't even know. Not at him because he was so sweet and it's not his fault, but like, why would you take a passport photo knowing that it wasn't good quality? If you're a passport photo taking place, don't you know how these things go? Wouldn't you retake and make sure and tell me to block my... I just don't get it. So I'm there feeling like an idiot because not only did I go to the wrong place, I stressed myself out in the wrong line, then I was in the right line, then I waited a little bit of time to be told you have to take your photo again and come back. I asked him to make another appointment for me. Then I have an appointment for 2 weeks. So he said to come in as a walk-in, which if you saw that line, I'm not really keen on that. So here I am rushing back. Talk about like a grandma speed walking type of thing. Then I get back here. I had called them before I came back because I just wanted to make sure they were actually closing at the time it said on Google. And 2, that they wouldn't give me any problems since I took the photo earlier today. So the lady that picks up says, do you have a letter? Letter for what? Letter saying that they rejected it. No, they didn't give me any letter. Well, you need a letter to say they rejected it. Well, I'm telling you, I took the photo this morning and I'm not gonna come back unless they rejected it. Maybe people like ask to take a photo again because they don't like how it looks, but I'm not on that type of time. I don't care, it's a passport photo. I mean, I kind of care, but I don't care. Long story less. One more long, let's be real. So here I am on the phone with her and I said, listen, I don't want a refund. I just want it retaken. Can you do that? She's like, come back and we'll see. Her words, not mine. Okay, this is gonna be very important in 30 seconds because when I get back all the way up here after speed walking like grandma back in the 80s, does the girl at the cash tell me that we don't do refunds, you need a letter? I say, I just spoke to the manager. She's like, yeah, she told me you were coming, but you need to have a letter. She told you that. I said, can you call her real quick? So she calls her up, says the same thing. I'm like, can you call her back and can I talk to her? Because I wouldn't have come back here, rushed from my running errands to have this photo retaken. I don't want a refund. She's saying, oh, but the machine counts it and we need to... I said, that's all fine and dandy, but as people that pride themselves in taking passport pictures, you should have known what it was. I want a picture retaken. I don't want a refund. And if anything, I can go get you a letter when I go and get it processed, but I need this picture stat so that on Monday, Tuesday, whenever I can redo this ish, there's no problems with it. Does she finally not refund me? And I said, no, I don't want a refund. I want it retaken. She said, there's no point because it's going to be the same thing. In my head, I'm just like, then why are you even taking passport pictures if it's gonna... Let me not go there. She was kind. And we both apologized because I was irate. Not rude, but irate. But I hate being that person. And she was just, I don't know, she was just she recommended somewhere up the street. So I went there and I bumped into a friend on the way who just like, why did you get the vaccine? And I told him, because I need to travel. I'm literally having all this drama today about the passport. If it wasn't for the passport and the travel, I probably wouldn't get it yet because, point of the story is, I go, I pay, I don't even know how much more, but more for this next passport photo that looks the exact same. The only difference is my hair is a little messy because after all of this running around, ripping and running my hair, the more I look in the mirror, the more I dislike my haircut, whereas yesterday I was impartial. So I think I'm just gonna wear it up like this for the next 2-3 years. I'm gonna put a bundle in there and then we'll see what it does. Do I have the gym to myself again? Woohoo! There's no one here, I love it. You can turn on though. Woo. There we go. Sorry guys, I feel like I have no one else to vent to. Only my cousin and one other friend knows about this big chop. Biotin. I'm on the road to recovery, okay? I know. Now I understand. I had to let the dead ends go so that the hair can grow healthy. And if I know anything, my ends are always gonna be dry. So although she cut off all the dead ends, I don't mean to be a pessimist. There's only a matter of time before they're looking raggedy again. That's why my old hairstylist would only do a light trim because she said damage is natural and not I'm trying to hold on to the scraggly ends, but at the same time, such a dramatic cut. It's gonna take some getting used to. So until then, my hair's gonna be up. I did buy some hair though, so we're gonna do a little ponytail tutorial. I need to check. I feel like today's deja vu. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm reduced to. Do you see what's going on? I'm supposed to be planning for my reels. I painted all my nails but one because it smudged, so I had to start again. And my food is about done. So I'm gonna go set that up, plate it, enjoy my meal, maybe even have a glass of wine with it tonight. And that's where we're gonna wrap up the vlog. Please, if you can, recommend me something because this is what I'm reduced to watching tonight. So if you know a good show, let a girl know down below. If you haven't already, subscribe, share all that stuff to show you care. And until next time, stay safe, stay sane, stay blessed. Love and later. Final edition.